Welcome back. You're listening to Riddim FM, coming to you live from Kingston, Jamaica. I'm your friend Vernon Derby. This is the People's Program, SpotOn. And coming up right now is Talk Your Talk. And of course, this morning we have a lovely lady on the line. I don't know her, but I'll get to know her now. What if she's hearing me? Good morning.
Good morning, good morning. How are you?
Why are you so powerful this morning? Why? Great to have you. Ashley Richards, and I hear say you're a big... Lord, I can't, man, I get myself into trouble. I was going to say, I hear you're a big dog. We can't do that. But I understand that you are part of the diaspora movement. Tell me about that.
Yes, I currently serve as the Northeast USA representative of the Global Jamaica Diaspora Youth Council,
yes,
which was established by the Ministry of Foreign Affairs and Foreign Trade. And our purpose as a council, there's our council and then there's the main council. Our council serves people within the diaspora that are between the ages of 18 and 35. And our goal is to firstly connect Jamaican diaspora abroad, whether that be those that were born in Jamaica and left at an early age, even those that are there for, say, college or something for a temporary bit, but also, most importantly, the second, third, and fourth generations of Jamaicans to the island of Jamaica.
Mm-hmm.
And additionally, we are also engaging with the Ministry of Foreign Affairs and Foreign Trade to advise them on how best to engage with the diaspora in, well, for me, the Northeast USA, but we also have branches in the Midwest and West USA, Southern USA. Currently, there is an opening for Canada, which hopefully will soon be filled. And we have representatives for the North UK and the South UK.
Now, we hear about the diaspora, but what purpose does it serve? I wonder if it does down there, just up in the United States. I don't know business about Jamaica. But I hear something. I heard that you were not born in Jamaica, but your parents are from Jamaica. Tell me about that.
Yes. So I was born in Maryland, born and raised. However, my mother was born in Westmoreland, and my dad is from St. Anne. And honestly, I have been in Jamaica from before I was 6 weeks old. I was actually christened twice. First in Jamaica and then secondly in the U.S. But honestly, Jamaica has been my second home. First of all, my mother always made sure that Jamaican culture and Jamaica was always a part of my growing up, my upbringing. And when I was younger, before I had to start school, if my uncle was coming down, if my auntie was coming down, if mommy was coming down, I would come down with them, whether I stay with them or they left me with grandma. And then when they're coming back up, I come back up with them. So I was a regular traveler when I was younger.
Well, one thing I can tell you is that if you go down to Coronation Market and you ask for a pound of yam, they will not tell you, $10 US, ma'am. Because you sound like your body, you never left you at all. It's just amazing. Now, I understand that Jamaicans and descendants of Jamaicans are playing a very important role because they have a love for this country. You can tell me what are some of the objectives that you guys have, being now elected to the council, to assist the island, but also not only to assist Jamaica, but those members of the diaspora who are there, who want to learn more about their country and to unite them more, because you're in a massive country, and of course, if you're not united, that's a challenge.
Yes, I understand. So one of my two main objectives as representative within these next 3 years, granted, obviously these are not the only things that I will be focused on, but one of the things that I find important is setting up programs to teach diaspora youth, particularly second, third, fourth generation, the traditional culture and history of Jamaica. My mother was a graduate from Edna Manley, and when
really?
Yes.
What you did?
I don't remember.
What's her name? I'm sure many persons will know her. What's her name?
Marcia Richards.
Yeah, well, I'm sure people know her.
Yes, I'm
So she teach about our coming out. I want to know who crossed. You know, all them stuff. She teach all them stuff about coming on.
I know that song.
And night. They were 90 and 9. They were 90. Oh, teach all them something too.
Yes.
And by the way, that makes you distinctly Jamaican. That's why when I run it down now, when they come to Jamaica, they want to feel like a Jamaican. And when I try to chat the part, can you imagine that?
Exactly. Yes.
So tell me what you plan to do now, because obviously you're madly in love with this country and you're going to use your position to help other young persons in America in terms of understanding our culture. Then you have your mother now to assist you to do that.
Yes, because as I was saying, for me,
yes,
my mother being a graduate of Edna Manley and also just someone that loves Jamaican culture and embodies it throughout everything she does. Whenever I'm down, I would go and see Melogaron and everything, and I would always be so enthralled by the traditional culture. And we have a strong history. And while I had that opportunity, I mean, I'd always wanted to learn some of the dances, but I never really had the opportunity. That's one thing that motivates me to do this. But also, for people in the diaspora, not everybody has the means to come to Jamaica every summer to watch Melogaron.
It's costly.
They don't know that these things exist. The most that they know about Jamaica is through maybe dancehall culture. And that is a whole nother debate for another day about the trajectory of that. But there's so much.
But then again, don't be a fool. That's what I'm concerned. There's an aspect of the dancehall culture which I don't identify with. I mean, I just don't like it. But I won't even call it dancehall. Because dancehall nice, but it's just that
I love dancehall. Don't get me wrong. I love dancehall.
Yes.
But that is not the only thing that we should be proud of as Jamaicans.
Right.
When I see people dancing Brookings or dancing...
What tell you know about Brookings? But easy.
Or doing dub poetry, or talking about the strong history from Nanny of the Maroons, and it makes me proud to call myself Jamaican.
Yes,
and it makes me invested in my heritage and in my country. So what?
By the way, since you mentioned dub poetry, a member of the diaspora is also here performing. Malachi Smith. I think he's based in Florida. He's also a broadcaster. And if you probably know of him. So he's now in Jamaica. I just heard from him a while ago.
Nice, nice. So,
but hear what now?
Yes.
You come from, your people them come from pretty parish, but I love my parish. Let me see if I can go to my parish and hear my parish say. My parishina.
Okay.
And this music, which parish we come from, the best parish. Chilani. Alright, this guy's from Chilani, alright. Next time give them music to play from your parish, yeah? And of course, we're talking with Asher Richards, Northeast USA representative of the Global Diaspora Youth Council.
Overnight food, while hungry I show up on me face. Me little overnight food, the landlord him park on me gate. Me little overnight food, me know self for the rent in my wait. Whoa, now give me no simple excuse because me people them no want it. Say better must come. That's either you not plant it, work hard, man a pop box in a supermarket. Has the money run a inflation extort it, oh yes. Plus I have no place to live, me and me hate baby mother and me 10 hungry kids you never hear. What make me neighbors laugh now? Them beg some ice water, Rasta never have a overnight food. I that me have each up on me plate. Me little overnight food, while hungry I show up on me face. Me little overnight food, the landlord him park on me gate. Me little overnight food, me know self for the rent in my wheat. Whoa. Me Me left me work from Friday evening, now the cops them got me. Fear spliffing on me palm, yes for that them mock me. Trip me up and tell me about them one kick and box me. My mama she a ball cause she hear them got me. This is what is getting Rasta man mad. All me got in a me and no just a $50 bag. Me never loot, no me never shoot, nah rob. Plus the youth them belly balling for the food in a day. Overnight food, I that me have each up on me plate. Me little overnight food, while hungry I show up on me face. Me little overnight food, the landlord him back on me gate. Me little overnight food, me know say for the rent him a wait. Whoa. Now give me no simple excuse because me people them no want it. Say better must come. That's either you no plenty work hard. Man a pack box in a supermarket. As them money run a inflation extorted. Oh yes, the Rasta got no place to live. Me and me hate baby mother and me 10 hungry kids you never hear. When make me neighbors laugh now. Them big some ice water Rasta never have a fridge. Overnight food, I that me have each up on me plate. Me little overnight food, while hungry I show up on me face. Me little overnight food, while landlord him park on me gate. Me little overnight food, me know say for the rent him a wait. Whoa, I find me hungry and I hold it hard. Them a treat the ghetto youth like that. Antoine.
Oh yes, that one is coming from a parish, Chilani. And what I don't. She not even learn this song and sing with it. I don't understand her. And my very special guest this morning is Ashley Richardson, Northeast USA representative of the Global Diaspora Youth Council. You're back with us again, right?
Yes, I'm right here.
Yeah, man. Now tell us about what else you plan to achieve because, and of course, you're in touch with the minister.
Yes, Minister Honorable Leslie Campbell.
Right.
Yes, she is our direct contact within the ministry. Another thing that we are trying to work with, actually Grace Kennedy, with the Global Jamaica Diaspora Youth Council, is the Grace Kennedy Birthright Program.
Oh yes, I've heard about that, the Birthright Program.
Yes, for those who are unfamiliar, it is a program that allows people within the diaspora, youth within the diaspora, to do summer internships in Jamaica, but it also allows for certain cultural excursions and cultural experiences. So not only do they have experience in their intended fields, but they also have a chance to travel to Jamaica if they never had the opportunity, and also to get a better sense of their heritage, the island that their parents, forefathers, and such came from.
Right. Now, well, you have, how long do you serve for? I think it's about a year?
No, 3 actually.
Oh, that's not bad, because I've always wondered why we have organizations only allowing someone to serve for a year. Because a year, by the time you say you quint, the year done. Tell me your impression living in the United States of Jamaica, and tell me to what extent you think we are responsible for that perception, what we can do, and what persons like yourself and others can do to change that perception. Mark, if the perception is real, you like that one, perception is real, then we have to do something about it.
Got you. So, again, my particular perception is quite unique because of the work of my mother and also Auntie Yasmin Richards and Joshua Banner. But in general, the perception of Jamaica, first of all, look about Watalawa. We have networks everywhere you can imagine. And a lot of people have a perception of Jamaica one, I mean, obviously as a beautiful island, but also they're very into the reggae dancehall culture of Jamaica, you know? And granted, this is a big generalization. Everybody has their own takes on Jamaica, obviously.
Right.
But a lot of the focus when it comes to Jamaican culture would be dancehall and reggae, but also the Rastafarian movement, which is a bit of a misconception, even though it is a part of our history, you know? But that isn't all to our history. And even so, there are many misconceptions about Rastafarianism amongst those abroad. I remember I was talking to a friend of mine. It's funny because he told me that he thought that Rastafarian was another way to just refer to a Jamaican, and I said no.
Oh, that is interesting.
Yes, so that is also part of why I was stating with my initiative to promote Jamaican culture among the diaspora, because honestly, while you know, we in Jamaica can do as much to promote Jamaica and brand Jamaica, really it is us that have traveled out to these countries, us that are in the U.S., that share, oh, what are you listening to? What are you doing? You know? Even now, I'm actually doing a capstone in Jamaica currently, and I'm getting everybody acclimated within the team because I'm the only Jamaican on the team with the culture and
yes,
acclimated to the area. You know, bringing people in. You know, come visit Jamaica. You know.
That's another point you're mentioning. You know, the fact that you're there in the United States, you can now be an ambassador for a country and help to encourage persons to come here. So, you know, you have a role to play, and as a country, we need to recognize the fantastic role that you guys are playing. There's a concern that I have, though, is that the image of Jamaica with the high levels of crime, and especially murder. What are persons in the United States thinking of? I know you have your challenges there in places like Chicago and New York and those places, but what is the feeling of Jamaicans there? Have they come up with suggestions? I must tell you also, there's also the thinking, or probably I think it's already known, that it's known that guns are coming from the United States, and it probably is coming from persons there who are from Jamaica, who are sending the guns to Jamaica.
Yes. Personally, when I'm talking about the youth,
yes,
those particular conversations don't. I mean, while they are aware,
right,
it isn't necessarily the focus, but definitely amongst people that are of, let's say, mid to late 20s and beyond, you know, that is a concern. However, I feel like many have the impression, while there is a lot of that, I don't necessarily feel like it prevents people from coming to Jamaica or necessarily see Jamaica as in a negative light fully. We recognize that there's a problem.
Right.
But also recognizing, you know, a lot of the violence that happens in Jamaica is related to interpersonal conflict, you know? So,
and gangs too.
And gangs too,
right.
Typically, if you have no affiliation with anybody, you should be able to come down. And I feel most people understand that, at least within the diaspora. And most of the qualms for, say, tourists, for example, which I always try and assuage, you know, is they see on the U.S. that, oh, there's a watch for, like, level 3 or something like that. And just explaining to them that, you know, a lot of it is mostly interpersonal and gang related.
Right.
I mean, granted, there are areas that you shouldn't go, but don't take that to be reason not to come. You know,
and the same thing too.
Also, a role that the diaspora plays. You know, being able to give people actual context of what's going on, as opposed to just numbers. Because when you see numbers, it can get very scary.
Right. And the same thing too with the United States. That there are some places you just don't go. I remember years ago I went to Canada and I was on the train and I saw about 3 gentlemen. They came on, and as far as I'm concerned, especially when you're in a foreign country, you know, you believe that you're safe. Now, when I was there, I saw another gentleman came on the train and I don't know, and he said to me, "You need to move to the next car." So I found it kind of, why is he saying that? But he said, you know what? I don't know what people in the next car, because I was alone in that car. And he just said so, and I just realized I need to hear the gentleman. And I went into the next car. And of course, he said to me, those guys were going to hold you up, As simple as that. And then he pointed out to me and showed me a button on the train that I could have pressed it. And that would have probably caused the train to stop. And I think a lot of Jamaicans probably don't know that. Check out when you go on these trains. They have a alarm system there. You can press a button and alert the authorities. And do not go into a car which is empty. Don't.
Yes.
So that was a little experience for me. All right, but you see now, you come here, you're full of excitement and tell about your Jamaican culture that chat like you're born in Jamaica. Except you never sing, coming up for me, I never sing a night for me and them something else. I do look at Brookings for me. So when you come talk about, the culture. Eh? All right, you're going to sing one of the songs for me. You can sing?
Ilangoli rider.
Ilangoli.
Ilangoli rider.
Ilangoli. Are you bend down, low down?
Ilangoli.
Ilangoli rider. Ilangole. Thank you very much. It was wonderful talking to you. I love your personality, Ashley Richards. You continue to fly the flag high in the United States and the rest of the world. It was great having you. And the next time, you make sure you come to Jamaica. You pay us a visit. Thank you very much.
No problem.
Have a wonderful day. And of course, we're talking with, we just finished a conversation with Ashley Richards, Northeast USA representative of the Global Diaspora Youth Council. There you have it. Vernon Derby saying to you, soon come back, don't move.